Patriot Prime Reviews is a channel for adult collectors and may not be suitable for children under 13 years of age. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Patriot Prime here once again with another NECA review. But before I get started, I need you guys to do me a favor. If you're watching this video right here and are not a subscriber to Patriot Prime Reviews, please hit that subscribe button right now. It won't cost you a thing, but will help me and my channel out tremendously. Now, on to the review. And the figure I'm taking a look at in this video is the NECA Ultimate Terminator 2 T-1000. I loved the T-1000 in Terminator 2. He was such a cool villain, so unique and played to perfection by Robert Patrick here. And I was so happy to finally get this figure. Now, this is a re-release that is actually coming out, I believe, in either late July or September. And I was lucky enough to get an advance copy from an online store called Your Toy Link. And very tickled to death. I mean, I pre-ordered him with that July, September due date, and I got an email that he was being shipped immediately. I think they got a couple copies, and I was fortunate enough to be one of the first ones to pre-order him. So now he's in my collection, and I highly recommend Your Toy Link. I've ordered quite a few NECAs from them. Fast shipping, very well packed, and pretty good prices. They're not sponsoring this video whatsoever. I've just been that impressed with them, and I'm going to put a link to them in the description of this video. Now, taking a look at the T-1000 here in the packaging, you've got the T-1000 in the steel mill, Terminator 2 Judgment Day, T-1000. Side of the box, Terminator 2, same picture. Same thing here on this side. On the back, you've got the figure in a couple different poses. Opening the packaging up, it's got that nice Velcro enclosed flap. You got an image of the T-1000 in an action pose and the figure himself. There's the T-1000. This guy comes with lots of accessories. He's got 2 extra heads, an extra body, 3 extra hands, a pistol, and his hook hands. So there's going to be a lot of stuff to go over. So without further ado, let's get the T-1000 opened and out of his packaging. And welcome to Patriot Prime Reviews. And don't go anywhere. Now, once you get the T-1000 all opened and out of the packaging, you get a much better look at all the different accessories he comes with. Of course, you got the main figure of the T-1000 himself. You get 2 different heads, one with a hole blown through it and the split head. You also get a new torso with impact damage. You get 2 hook arms, 3 different hands. You get a hand right here in order to hold the gun, and a right and left hand with different lengths of the stabbing finger. So now let's take a closer look at the T-1000 himself. NECA continues to impress with their attention to detail. I love the looks of this T-1000. He looks awesome. Check out the head sculpt. That is almost dead on to Robert Patrick. Though to me, for some reason, I think it looks more like Robert Patrick from the side than it does straight on. But like I said, that could be just me. Looking at the details on the uniform looks great. You got the buttons going down the center, the pockets, the silver buttons, the name tag, Officer Austin, the badge, even has the pin in the pocket. Moving down to the gun belt, you got the silver buckle, the magazine pouches. On the back, he's got a radio with a antenna. That's really cool. You got more detail on the back, the handcuff pouch, and a holster for his weapon. Now you can actually take the pistol and put in the holster, and it fits really good. If I can get it in there. And it has this little clasp right here that's supposed to secure on the pistol, but I have tried and I cannot get that to connect and stay. I've even tried without the pistol, so one slight flaw, but a flaw I can live with. Moving on down the figure, Pants look really good. Lots of creases, lots of details down to the boots. I love the fact with his boots, you actually have the soles are a different color than the main boot itself. But all in all, a really nice looking sculpt. Now, as far as articulation is concerned, the head is on a ball joint. It can look up, down, all around, do a complete 360, if you will. The arms, same thing, up, down, complete 360. He's got an elbow bend, elbow rotation, wrist rotation, and the wrist can move up and down slightly. The legs up and down, in and out. They are hindered a little bit by the sculpting right there. There is a knee bend, a knee rotation, and an ankle rotation and ankle tilt. Excuse me, can't talk this morning. But yeah, a fantastic looking sculpt. Now let's take a look at his accessories. He does come with an extra hand, and this one is used to hold the before mentioned pistol. We'll go ahead and slide the pistol in between his fingers, making sure the trigger finger is on the trigger. And then to replace this, you just simply pop the right hand off. It's on a little ball joint there. And put this one on. Push and twist. And now you have a nice secure fit. And the T-1000 is now wielding his pistol. So that looks really cool. Though in the Galleria scene, he was firing with his left hand. But I guess when you're liquid metal, you can be ambidextrous. His other two hands are these long, pointy, stabby finger hands. Now, this one right here, the left one, is a lot longer than the right, and unfortunately, it tends to bend. Now, this is a very soft, pliable plastic, which is good. You wouldn't want anything like this really hard for fear it would snap off, but unfortunately, being that soft plastic, it tends to droop a lot. You kind of have to straighten it out in order to put it on the figure and look right. The shorter one is not near as bad. So to put these on, same thing as the other hand. Just pop those off. Twist the new one on. Pops on a lot easier than the other. And now you have his stabby fingers attached. So you got that going on. Like I said, I like the right hand better. It just looks better. It's easier to manipulate. This one, I'm not a big fan. And the reason he comes with two, if you remember in the movie, he used one pointy finger to stab Sarah Connor through the shoulder. The other pointy finger he was going to poke her eye out with. So, cool addition, but I really didn't need this longer one. My favorite accessories he comes with is the hook arms. I love these. This is where he was chasing them from the hospital. He made his hook arms to latch onto the vehicle. These are cool. I love the way they're painted. You got the blue from the uniform just kind of fades in to the liquid chrome of the hook. These are very easy to put on, and you have to make sure you get the right ones on the right side. These are a right and left hook. So just simply pop the arm off right there at the elbow, and we'll put this one in. Same on the other side. Pop that in, and there you go. That looks really good, and it fits seamlessly. That is cool. I love this look. He almost looks like a praying mantis in a way. So there is the hook hands. I love those things. That looks awesome. Next up, we'll take a look at his two different head sculpts. And the first is this one right here. This is from that famous scene where Sarah shoots him in the face with the shotgun and blows a hole right through him. Of course, the camera's panning. You're looking through this hole as it seals up. This is a really cool looking effect. I love the ripples inside the liquid metal, the ripples there along the face. The paint scheme's really good too. See all the chrome with the damage? I love that. He just has that pissed off look on his face. Now to trade these out, just like all the NECA figures, you just twist the head off. There's a ball joint there on the inside, and put this one on, and there you go. That looks really cool on him. I like that. This may be how I display my figure. I love that. That is so cool. So there is your donut head. His last head is the split head. This is from the other famous scene where the Terminator shoots him point blank in the face and splits his head right down the middle. This is another really cool effect. My only complaint with this head is the weird line right there under his chin. It's like they made it and then it was like designed to be wider and then they pushed it together to look like this. So that is a very weird look right there along his neck. It's not there on the other side, but right there. So I am not sure what the deal is with that. Other than that, this thing looks really good. Nice sculpted detail, and you can make out the liquid metal ripples on the inside. Now there is one problem with this head. The way it's designed, it is a pain in the ass to put on the figure. So just like the others, pop the head off. And you simply pop this one on here. But I can't get a good grip because of the way it is, or the way it's sculpted, and I'm afraid I'm going to break it. So this head's going to be attached off screen. But once you get that head secured, you can reattach the hook arms and recreate the elevator scene from Terminator 2 after he gets shot in the face and he's flailing around with the hook arms. So that looks really good on the figure. Now let's move on to the last piece. The final accessory is this torso with bullet impacts on it. You can see where the liquid metal flares out in those flowery shapes. And this is really cool how this works with the figure. To apply this, you just simply grab up here at the shoulders and pull the whole front section of the torso off. It's actually secured on really good. You've got 4 different pegs and these little slots right here that fit onto the figure. And I love how the head, or the ball joint for the head, is attached to the torso. So once you have this torso, you can take old donut head here and pop that one on. That's a nice secure fit there. And now you just simply line up the pegs with the holes and the slots to get this torso on. But once you get it on the T-1000, it fits really secure and is pretty seamless. I love the looks of this. It is a challenge to get on, but I think the more I mess with it, it may become a little bit easier. So that is a really cool option for your display. And now for some quick size comparisons. Here is NECA's Ultimate Terminator 2 T-1000 with Generation 1 Megatron, NECA's Ultimate Terminator 2 T-800, and NECA's Ultimate Tech-Noir Terminator. The NECA Ultimate Terminator 2 T-1000 is probably my second favorite NECA figure out of my collection. The first being the tech-noir Terminator. I love all the different accessories this guy has, and I really think the whole chest plate torso switch is really unique. I like the fact you can add that with adding new heads. It has the waist rotation still. A really cool engineering feat. I wish the Transformers would do that for some modernized Pretenders. But this figure is great. He comes with tons of accessories. There's all kinds of different poses you can do and different looks for your display. My only real complaint is I'm not a fan of the extra long pointer finger. It won't maintain its shape. I wish he had a sword arm, but then again, he didn't use the sword arm in this form. So there you go, guys. NECA's Ultimate Terminator 2 T-1000. So, does the NECA Ultimate Terminator 2 T-1000 belong in your collection? Absolutely. If you're a Terminator fan, you have to have the villain, especially if you already have the Terminator 2 T-800. I think this figure is great, very well sculpted. I love all the different accessories. The one head sculpt could have been done just a little bit better, but all in all, a great figure, and I am thrilled to death to have him in my collection. Now guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to click that bell icon to get notified when I upload new reviews. Once again, this is Patriot Prime, signing out. Hooah!